Charles Babbage. When you hear that name, you probably think of one thing, right? The computer. But what if I told you that simple title, well, it barely even scratches the surface of who this guy really was?
Yep, he's the father of the computer. It's this grand title that's been etched into the history of tech for over a century. And look, it's a great title, but it's only a tiny piece of his real story. Because what if the man who designed the first computer also broke so-called unbreakable codes for the military and invented a piece of railroad tech you can still see on trains today? The real man was so much more complex and, frankly, more brilliant than the myth lets on. To really understand the man, we first have to tackle his most famous obsession, the one thing that defined his entire public life, his incredible calculating engines. It all started with something called the difference engine. You see, Babbage was obsessed with precision. Back in the 1800s, all these critical mathematical tables for stuff like navigation and engineering were calculated by hand, and they were full of mistakes. His vision was a machine of brass and iron that would not only calculate flawlessly, but would also print the results automatically, taking human error completely out of the equation. And here's the crucial part. It could store results for the next step in a calculation. That idea, that's a foundational concept in all of computing. So where did a revolutionary mind like this come from? Well, to find out, we have to go back to his early days, where his frustration with the old way of doing things really began, right in the heart of Cambridge University. Get this, Babbage didn't go to Cambridge to learn math, he got to Cambridge already knowing it. He had taught himself the absolute cutting-edge mathematics coming out of Europe. So can you imagine his shock when he found his professors teaching a curriculum that was 100 years out of date? He was a man who could see the future, trapped in an institution that was obsessed with the past.
And he wasn't quiet about his frustration. In his own words, he said, "The neglect of science in England may be attributed to the system of education we pursue." I mean, wow. He was directly blaming the establishment for the country's scientific stagnation. This wasn't just some kid complaining, this was a reformer in the making. And he didn't just complain, he took action. In 1812, he and a few of his brilliant friends formed the Analytical Society. It was basically an academic insurgency, a group of students whose entire goal was to drag the English mathematical world into the modern age, kicking and screaming if they had to. But here's the thing about Babbage. His restless mind just couldn't be contained by one project or even one field of study. He was a true polymath, and he applied his analytical genius to, well, pretty much everything. Just look at this list. He didn't see these as separate jobs. He saw them as systems just waiting to be optimized. He applied mathematical logic to make the mail system more efficient. He analyzed factory workflows and came up with principles for the division of labor. He even invented the cowcatcher for trains, a simple device to solve a deadly problem. The man was absolutely relentless. And then there was his secret work. During the Crimean War, he broke what was known as the unbreakable cipher, the Vigenère cipher. This was such a massive breakthrough for intelligence that the military classified his method immediately. His genius as a codebreaker was literally kept a state secret for a century. So this raises a really big question. If Babbage was this brilliant and this versatile, why is his name attached to an unfinished dream? Why were his legendary computers never actually built in his lifetime? The answer is both simple and tragic. His mind had completely outpaced his era. He was designing 21st century concepts with 19th century tools. The thousands of gears and levers his engines required, they had to be machined to a level of precision that was just impossible for Victorian-era metalworking. His vision simply demanded a future that hadn't arrived yet. This timeline really puts it all into perspective. He started the project in 1823. Less than 10 years later, work had stalled. He died in 1871, a man of genius, surrounded by fragments of his unfulfilled masterpiece. And then, 120 years after his death, the London Science Museum built his engine using only his original designs. And you know what? It worked. Perfectly. He was right all along. So, while the physical machines remained unbuilt, his true legacy wasn't about gears and iron at all. It was the blueprint, the fundamental architecture of every single computer that exists today. His next idea, the analytical engine, was the real conceptual leap. First, he envisioned the store, a part of the machine that would hold numbers and intermediate results. He designed a data storage unit. Today, we just call it RAM. Next up was the mill. This was the engine's gear-driven, calculating heart, the part where all the real number crunching happened. He had designed a separate central unit dedicated just to processing. Today, we call it the CPU. And this is the masterstroke. How would you tell the machine what to do? He borrowed an idea from jacquard looms, which used cards with holes punched in them to weave complex patterns. Babbage realized he could use similar cards not to weave silk, but to weave instructions, to create a program. This was the birth of software. Ultimately, Babbage's greatest gift to the future wasn't a physical object. It was the idea itself. The separation of memory and processing, the concept of programmable instructions. This is the very DNA of all modern computing. He didn't just invent a computer, he invented computing. He laid down the architectural plans for a world he would never see. And it leaves us with a pretty fascinating question. What ideas are we designing today that are simply waiting for the technology of tomorrow to catch up? Like, share, and subscribe to The Algorithmic Age to keep your tech knowledge ahead of the game.